Thank you.
How did you get started with this?
How did I get started?
Yeah.
Well, there are 6 children in our family, 4 girls and 2 boys, and they started first and started racing at the Lakewood rink and went on to Buffalo. And then my one sister decided to take up figure skating, and that was Jeanette. And other than that, I was going to say we had all the facilities we needed in Lakewood. We were delighted with the old Lakewood rink with a pot-belly stove, and it was wonderful. And then I did skate at Roseland a lot, too. But it was a very inexpensive sport, and so our whole family could afford it. And that was nice. Occasionally I had to sneak in, but I got in all right. And when I was a little tot, I think I started skating when I was 5 or 6 years old. And I can describe the skates. They were the double runner, little metal skates. What are they, Bob? They hook on your shoes,
Yeah.
and they were kind of fun. But I did that mainly because I was a little tot with 5 other members of my family, and I didn't want to be left behind. So we started and participated in the Lakewood events. They used to have them every single week, Friday night. And for the awards, they'd give a box of candy or give a lamp. My mother got so tired of candy and lamps and so forth, but it was a fun thing to do.
So
And-
it was a skating competition.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. And also, it was just great to go to some of these meets, and Bob has spoken of that.
You were part of a team?
Well, Bob and I were the team, right?
In the later years,
He was,
yeah.
he was my partner.
But of course, earlier, you know,
We had the
you
Flute Vanna.
you had quite a few over there too.
Yes,
you
we
know, your
did.
brother Joe and
Joe.
Harry and all those
Mhm.
guys. Yeah.
Yes, they did a lot of skating, and my brother went up to Lake Placid, that would be Harry, and skated with one of the foremost, who would it be?
Jack Shea.
Jack Shea, Olympic skater. And I took the circuit like Bob. We did Syracuse, we did Rochester, we did Buffalo, outside of Cleveland, Ohio. And it was wonderful living, wonderful life. And I'm just sorry we can't get back, well, now with this beautiful arena, I think they will get back into it. We depended on the weather, but we always had cold weather in those days.
That's right.
And I think now we're getting a repetition of it.
When you skated the circuit, were these weekend events that they would have?
Mainly. And Dick Sherman was the one. He was with the handlebar mustache.
I was going to ask about that. Yeah.
He took us to many, many meets. We stayed in Schenectady and the New York State and the, what was the other one, North American, Bob?
Yeah.
North American meet. And for the fun of it, I tossed a couple of medals in my bag there and tossed my skates in and my shirt, my skating shirt, and all moth-eaten, but it's there. It was fun. It was wonderful. And my whole family participated. However, my mother and dad never skated. And they were from Sweden, but the kids skated. And we had a lot of skaters stay at our home, like Kit Klein, who was one of the foremost. Thank you, Ken. One of the. It's all.
Yeah, let's bring that right in here right now.
It's filled with moth holes.
It must have shrunk a little, huh?
It did, or else something happened to me. Yeah, I dug this out this morning.
Well,
Anyway, that's it.
now,
What was my highlight in skating?
aside from hanging around with Bob.
Bob, my buddy here. Well, I can't tell you. I think it was pretty exciting to go to Schenectady and skate in the New York Championships and also the North American. And I would say that was probably the highlight. The other thing that I thoroughly enjoyed, I went to school up in Plattsburgh, so I was able to skate Lake Placid, Plattsburgh, but I was able to help small children start skating, and I think I like that as much as anything. It was fun. But we had great times, and apparently this rink is going to bring back some of those great times. Do you think so, Bob?
Yeah.
We'll still be skating, you
It's,
think?
know, indoor speed skating is a different sport. It's a difference between roller skating and ice skating, really. Yeah. The skates are different. The techniques are entirely different. And, it's fun to watch, but I wouldn't care to skate it.
You watch the Olympics now?
Oh yeah, yeah. I went to the 1980 Olympics when,
Lake Placid.
oh yeah, when Eric won 5 gold medals when I was at that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Anything else for the good of the cause that the Post-Journal would love to have?
Oh,
No, thank you. You're doing fine.
So much pressure.
no, I think, the Olympic skaters were here, Kit Klein among them, and she stayed
Yeah.
with my family. And as a matter of fact, we stayed in touch with Kit Klein for many years, and she was in my wedding when I got married when? 1956, I think. She came in from Pennsylvania, Elizabethtown. And she was wonderful to my family and to everybody around here. You knew her, Bob. I think you knew her.
Yeah.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't, no.
But she put on exhibitions, and many of the Buffalo skaters, who later went on to big skating, they put on exhibitions, as well as we had Canadian skaters also. Of course, the skating arrived, speed skating, I think it was about 1840. It was in Europe first, which everybody probably knows. Also in Sweden. And then it came over to North America, and it caught on like wildfire. And people were starting to buy long skates. I have mine back in the bag there, just so people can see what the racers are. It was fun, and the Canadians were marvelous skaters too. But it was a joy to participate with the international people and everybody who came. Good time. And I'm
Okay.
delighted for this wonderful, wonderful place to skate. I skated here last week. It was super.
Well, thank you. You guys have been wonderful.